So we visited Boone, North Carolina, and the scenic Blue Ridge Parkway, and that was nice.
Yeah, it was, and we visited some historic homes. I'm talking log cabin variety.
And on a side note to that, when General gets happy, he does this. Yeah, really. And
when we visited the historic homes, General was allowed to come on the tour with us.
Which, of course, made him very happy. So when the man was giving his orientation speech, General did right at the man's feet, which made him say, "Is your dog okay?" Well, that's a whole subject onto its own, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Anyway.
Hope you enjoy the video.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
And I'm Ed.
And this is General, our totally awesome water dog.
We used to live on the Outer Banks in North Carolina, but one day we found both of ourselves unemployed.
So we decided to take a chance. We sold everything, bought a trailer, and left to explore America. We're learning as we go along, but we still make mistakes.
But we get a lot of things right too. So come join us as we learn to RV full-time, explore America, and share in our exciting journey of discovery.
Our next adventure is just over the hills. We're at Hickory Ridge Living History Farm, and they have a bunch of cabins right here in the woods. They give you a little tour, a 35-minute tour of all the cabins and the history of the area. It's $5 per person, but well worth it. This was so awesome. This cabin that I'm in right now was built in 1785. It's the oldest cabin on the property. I can try and get some video here so you can see what this looks like. This is totally awesome. And yes, they did let General go on the tour, which surprised me. So he's been in all these buildings. Let's get past the windows here, see if we can see the other side. So there's a bed for Mom and Dad. The stairs going up to the second floor. This family had 13 children, 11 of whom lived past infancy. So there were 11 children sleeping in the upstairs area. Awesome. Here's the outside of the cabin. Pretty awesome. This one they have set up to be the tavern, although it is a little small to be a tavern, but it gives you a good example of what went on. Playing cards, drinking beer, having some food, and generally a tavern would have a second story so you could sleep in it too. Pretty cool though, they put a lot of work into this. It's pretty awesome. That's the blacksmith shop. They didn't take us in there because probably a lot of dangerous stuff in there, and the person that's the blacksmith wasn't working today. He works during the summer to do demonstrations. A little spring house, which would be situated over a creek, and you'd have your milk and perishables sitting in the water to keep them cool. There's another view of that oldest cabin, the 1785 cabin, the fireplace on the outside. It's all dovetail construction. This is a pretty big building here. It's set up on the inside to be the craft room. I'll show you that in a second. Dovetail construction again. Chimney on the end. So during their summer season, they have people in here working on all the different crafts. There's kind of wool baskets all over the place, but somebody would be in here cooking. And they got some shoe molds a violin, candle making stuff. And here's a huge, totally awesome loom. And a spinning wheel. There's some more yarn stuff, candle stuff. At the Moses Cone Manor, which is the entrance is right off the Blue Ridge Parkway. This is in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Most of this acreage that you see down to that pond, that's called the Trout Pond, is all part of this property. Now this is a apparently very rich gentleman's summer home. There's a lot of trails on the property that you can walk. You can even walk down to that trout pond down there. And here's the house. It is being used as a craft center now, but we're going to go take a look. But it's beautiful. They started building this in 1899. Absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit more on the side view. That back section is the kitchen and pantry and butler's pantry and stuff. Hey, we're going mining.
So we're doing some mining for gems in a sloth or trough or something. Sandy's going to town here, and basically what you get is you get yourself a bucket of dirt. Some of y'all are probably familiar with this. And you get little buckets to put your stuff in. And this is Sandy's haul. And then over here, we've got mine. Yeah, that's the way it goes for me. But this is fun experience playing around at gem mine. And you can find emeralds, aquas, garnets, topaz, sapphires, and rubies if you're lucky. We had some experience with it on the beach at one time. But now we're out in Boone and we're giving it a whirl before lunch. So you're doing good.
It's because you left all the chunks in the bucket for me to get.
And the nice thing about these folks is they put it on this card, so everything's labeled. You can tell, so you know what's what of what you got. So this is my card. And this is Sandy's. And yes, of course, I left all the good stones in there for her. It wasn't that she has a greater eye to detail than I do. And on a side note, since we are next to a creek, and you may remember the long trailer, we now have, with Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, well now, yes, we have a rock because it looks pretty.
So we had lunch at Troy's 105 Diner, which is close to downtown Boone, and pretty cool place. It's got a music theme decoration to it, so it has a lot of like Elvis memorabilia in it and other singers from that time period. And we both had the Patsy Cline Melt, which was kind of like a cheeseburger on regular bread, but a really good sandwich. So we recommend Troy's 105 Diner.
This is Otter Falls in Devil's Den. Yes, there is a town actually called Devil's Den. We actually went past the town hall and fire department building. But this is Otter Falls. Beautiful. Little bit of a hike getting down here. You can see the steps that we have to go back up. But they do have benches strategically placed along the way, so you can rest a little bit on your hike. General did get in the water for a little bit. Not very long. I don't know why he was slightly uncomfortable with it, but You'll have that once in a while. Gorgeous falls. We're up on top of those steps now, giving you a view of what the falls looks like from up here. And we were down there just a little bit ago. Okay, we're one step further up the hill, and there's a bench right behind me. So that's cool. You can kind of see the steps where we were the last time. It's beautiful falls.
So the reason that we chose this waterfall to hike to, for one reason, it was really close to the campground. It didn't take us any time at all to get there. And the second and most important reason is because most of the people that did a Google review on it said that it was an easy hike. And we thought it would be a good place to take General to. Well, it was not an easy hike, not by any stretch of the imagination. And even when we got on the trailhead and headed down towards the falls, we totally missed this sign that so obviously says strenuous hike. We didn't notice this until we got back up the hill and we're getting back in the truck. What can you do? Stuff like that happens.
And now it's time for General's deep thoughts. Do I smell food? I wish these bugs would leave me alone. The dirt's cool, but I've made a mistake and they're going to give me a bath soon. He smells food. So I'm out walking General and I came across this. It's just a park, just outside of the RV park. And pretty awesome place. Guess that falls under the category of leave a mark, not a stain. So I'm out walking General and I came across this trailer, obviously here just in storage. A very unusual shape. I mean, it's almost kind of day-like in the front of it. I've never really seen anything like it. And it says over here, you can see elite. See upper part of it. It's a little aluminum deck and interesting tail light configuration.
Tired pupper, so cute. He fell asleep with his woof toy. We spent some time traveling on the Blue Ridge Parkway today because we had missed a little bit of it coming into town. So here's a little bit of the parkway, and you'll see when we go around some turns and all you're seeing is guardrail and sky. Those would be the parts of the Linn Cove Viaduct where they built the road kind of out into midair, and it's not really sitting on anything. So it gives you a really cool view. And you'll see the underworkings of the Linn Cove Viaduct and a picture that Ed got so you can actually see what it looks like because it didn't come in on the video.
We're at the Linn Cove Viaduct, and General is enjoying a spring mountain water drink.
Here are some photographs of the Linville Caverns that we took. We did try and do a video of this, but it came out way too dark. And the pictures actually show a lot more detail. So here it is, Linville Caverns.
You enjoying the fresh water? Huh?
What's the matter, bud? I don't like that slimy stuff, huh? You're so silly. Whoops. Fell over.
What's he gonna do with that stick? Well, we were going to Linville Falls. We got there. It was totally packed. Not even a place to park in the parking lot. We left, figuring, well, can't get that shot, but we stopped on the way back out at an overlook, and we found this. Beautiful little spot. General's having a blast. And we have this beautiful spot all to ourselves.
Where are you going?
Crazy ass dog. Yeah, buddy. Come on, let's get you a bath, boy.
I want to play in the water. Oh. Ready? Are you ready? How are you gonna get it? Here it comes. Thanks so much for joining us on our journey. I hope you like this video.
And please subscribe. We look forward to your comments. Give them to us too. If you can subscribe, see your way clear to do it. Would really help us out to keep us going. And we'd love to read your comments too. So thanks again for watching, like Sandy said, and we'll publish something else soon, and bye-bye.
See you next time.